There are two main types of research designs: observational and experimental. An observational study is a study in which the researcher does not affect the environment and instead only observes. An experiment is a study in which the researcher manipulates a variable. Remember, when astronomers look into the sky and observe the stars, this would be an observational study. The astronomers are staying far back from the stars and are not interfering with them. So if you just observed children at a playground and wrote down their ice cream consumption and how happy they are, this would be an observational study. Remember our hypothesis? We said that ice cream makes children happier. And we had this diagram: eating ice cream leads to more happiness. So if we have an observational study, then we have these unique names for the variables in our hypothesis. We call this one the predictor. We call eating ice cream the predictor. And that predicts our outcome variable, happiness. So in an observational study, the predictor predicts the outcome. And the outcome is predicted by the predictor variable. So the predictor variable should hopefully come first in your study. But if a chemist is introducing heat to the experiment, this is called experimentation because they're manipulating something in the environment. So maybe instead of having an observational study about ice cream in children, we might do an experiment and we might give children randomly ice cream or not. So maybe the first child doesn't get ice cream because we randomly selected them not to. But the second child gets ice cream and this third child gets ice cream. And then we see how they react to this. So maybe the first child gets sad and the other two children get happy. But we're manipulating the ice cream and we're not manipulating the happiness. We're only manipulating one variable, and you usually just want to manipulate one variable at a time in an experiment so you know what effect that has on the outcome variable, or in this case, when it's an experiment, it's called the dependent variable. So you could have the same hypothesis in an experiment. So instead of just observing people, you actually manipulate something. And so when you have an experiment, things are a little bit different. So we're still going to have the same variables in our hypothesis, but this is going to be called the independent variable. It's independent of the dependent variable, which is this one. And we use a little different terms here. The independent variable is thought to cause the dependent variable. And we can make a little bit more of a strong case for causation in an experiment because we manipulated something and we see what effect that has. When we're just observing people in their natural environment, we're not sure if the ice cream made them happy. Maybe their parents made them happy. We didn't change anything. We didn't manipulate anything. So by manipulating something, we have a better case for causation.